Do you hear that sound? That's the sound of a humming box office. It's almost like all of these journalists were wrong. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Nick here, and today I wanted to give a box office update. Now, if you guys are familiar with my channel, you know that I have been really railing against all of this doom and gloom when it came to the box office. And I had said for many months, just wait until it kicks into full gear. I even had people in the comment sections of some of my videos saying, oh no, theaters are going under, it's terrible, the box office is in ruins. And I was like, guys, does everybody forget that we had the strike a year ago? And so it was gonna inevitably give us this period of time where like nothing was coming out. And that was like the beginning of this year. So it was like, wait till the big movies get here. Well, the big movies are here. And oh my gosh, to everyone's surprise but mine, the box office is thriving. It's doing incredibly well. How well? Well, let's get into the numbers. The first movie we've got to talk about is Deadpool and Wolverine. A movie that just opened to almost $450 million worldwide. Yes, you heard that right. A movie that has locked $1 billion. It is going to make $1 billion. I said that, and I'm very happy to see that movie thriving. This movie was the biggest opener for Ryan Reynolds ever. And he is a big star. Obviously, he had the two Deadpool movies before this that did incredibly well. But Deadpool and Wolverine, it's a whole different ballgame here. This movie is absolutely tearing it up domestically and internationally. And it had the largest Tuesday in July cinematic history. You heard that right. This movie is killing it. So, again, massive hit there. Despicable Me 4 has crossed $700 million worldwide. Yes, $700 million. And it's got legs. It's going strong. Now, obviously, it's a kid's movie, but it is killing it. Everybody knew this movie would kill it. This shouldn't shock anybody, but it's still really impressive to see. Inside Out 2 has become the highest grossing animated film of all time. Yes, all time. Now, inevitably, you're going to have somebody say, well, adjusting for inflation. Shut up. Get that nerd stuff out of here, okay? You and I both know this is a massive feat. Even if you adjust for inflation, it's definitely probably in the top 5. It is a huge movie. It's had massive legs. I've seen it. My son saw it twice. Kids love this movie, and it is absolutely raking in the dollars at the box office. Let's not forget Longlegs, Neon's little indie horror feature that had crazy word of mouth that is now looking like it could get anywhere to $70 to $80 million domestically and $100 million worldwide. Yeah, you heard that right. For Longlegs, an indie horror film, could probably make $100 million worldwide. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Next up is one that everybody wanted to see fail for whatever reason, and I don't know why, and that's Twisters. Now, internationally, it's not playing incredibly well. Do you want to know why that is, guys? Because statistically, about 80% of tornadoes occur in the United States. So this was always going to play to domestic markets. Having said that, it's got about 70 million overseas. It'll probably do around 100 million. And they're talking that it could do 250 to $300 million domestically because it has really positive word of mouth and it's had good legs. Now, if you think about that, that's around $400 million worldwide, which makes its budget back twice and then some, so it makes that movie profitable. And again, it's just a tornado movie. Ty West and A24's Maxine is about to cross $20 million worldwide, and we're still lagging with the international numbers, so we don't even know if it has already crossed it. So it could very well do what Pearl and X did combined. But it's going to be the biggest of the X trilogy, the first one to reach into the $20 million range. That's huge. So what is the point of all of this? Why am I going through all of these numbers for you guys? Because for a long time, I saw all over the internet, Twitter, you would see Variety write about it. You would see Deadline write about it. You'd see all of these places write about how the box office was in dire straits. How, oh my gosh, streaming really is the way of the future. The movie theater experience as we know it might be gone. And it was complete and utter bullshit. From the day they started writing articles like that to now, it's always been bullshit. And I'm not going to hold back on that. That narrative was fear-mongering. Look, guys, I'm not one of those like crazy QAnon conspiracy theorists. So, I don't subscribe to those beliefs. But there is one belief that I hold true. the media always wants to push a narrative in everything in life. And a narrative they were pushing was this downfall of theaters. Now, was it because they were trying to help the streamers out, or was it just because they were trying to get clicks and traffic and rile people up? Probably the latter, but either way, it was disingenuous because anybody, especially people that are working in the industry, just had to take 5 seconds to take a step back and go, well, all the big movies are coming out in the second half of this year, so maybe we should hold off on that. But they didn't do that. They ran with the articles, and then they had people, everyday people, in my comment section believing the same things. You were sold a lie. As I said earlier, we were bound to have a little bit of a lull there for a couple months because they had warned us a year ago that once this strike ended, people needed to be prepared that there was going to be a couple months where not a lot of stuff was coming out. And we saw that happen. There weren't really reasons to go to the theater. Now there are. And because of that, the box office is rebounding. This year is looking like it could be one of the best box office years since before the pandemic. That's crazy. That's insane. And 6 months ago, they were writing about how this could be one of the worst in decades. Again, this fear-mongering and this pandering and this just blatant lying is ridiculous. Streaming was never going to be the future. Streaming peaked during the awful C word, when everybody was at home. But then, once we all started to come out of that and went back to living our lives, people wanted to go to the theater. People wanted to see these movies because nothing beats that experience. And if it's a movie worth seeing, and if it has good word of mouth and people are hyped for it, they're gonna go out and spend the money to see it. I promise you that they will. And it didn't help that a lot of these companies were still putting their movies day and date on streaming services, or only giving a 30-day window. It's just absolutely preposterous, ridiculous. You are losing tens of millions of dollars by doing that. So now we're not seeing that, oh, straight to VOD, it's the same day it goes into theaters. No, we're not seeing it anymore. These movies are getting extended theatrical runs, and they are reaping the benefits of it. Now, looking forward, you have M. Night Shyamalan's new movie Trap, which comes out this week, and it's tracking to do 15 to 20 million domestically. That's pretty good, especially because M. Night's last few movies have not done well, and they haven't had good word of mouth. So, again, very healthy box office. We're looking ahead to movies like Alien Romulus, which is probably going to be a renaissance for the Alien franchise. I truthfully believe so. You've got Venom: The Last Dance. You've got Smile 2. You've got Terrifier 3. You've got so many movies that are going to do incredibly well at the theaters later this year. It was always going to be this way, guys. I wanted to make this video because, one, it's been a little bit. I took a little time off. I was busy handling some things in my life, and I'm glad to be back. But two, because I've been saying this for a long time, and it just really pissed me off that this was a narrative, and I'm really, really happy that it has been disproven. So no, to anybody that bought into that, it was a lie. They lied to you. Theaters are fine. The movie-going industry is fine. It's doing incredibly well. The studios know, or most of them know, that as long as they put money and effort behind these movies and market them well, and people want to see them, they're going to go see them. Audiences respond to that. They always have, and they always will. And no amount of opinion articles are going to change that fact. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? What do you think about this total 180 at the box office? This total 180 about the narrative? Did you see it coming? Or were you someone that was like, I was worried? I want to hear down below in the comments section. Again, guys, I'm so happy to be back and giving you guys a video. I hope you've been doing well. I will have a review out for Trap tomorrow night, so look forward to that. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and like I said, join the discussion down below. Thank you so much for stopping at the Lost River Drive-In. This is Nick, and I'm pulling out.